The most iconic platformer game, Super Mario Bros., had an enemy mushroom Goomba that you could defeat by jumping on its head. We can recreate this by using a stoat or a possum from our game. First we'll create a patrolling enemy that starts moving forwards and then changes direction when it hits into something. So let's see what script I've given it. I've just made it immovable, so I'll remove that script and let's make a new script for these enemies. Okay, we'll start them out. So when created, we'll start them out, we'll give them a tag so that we can identify them. They'll be a bit unique. So we'll go to sensing and under tagging, we'll add the tag Goomba. Now we'll get them moving. We'll start them moving, so we'll give them a velocity from physics. Give them an X velocity of 200. And we want them to react to gravity as well. So we'll go to physics again, and down the bottom set reacts to gravity to true. Now we want them to flip nicely, and we've encountered that before, so we know the best way to make things flip nicely is to go to transform and use center anchor point of myself. We want them to flip when they hit into something, so we'll get them to detect when they touch something from physics. When I am touched, get toucher. Now we want to get them to turn left if they touch something on the right side, so we'll use our if block from control flow. If touching on the right side, that's from physics under collisions. Touching on any side, change that to touching on the right side. We're going to set the scale to -1 so it flips. We'll go to transform, set scale X of myself to -1. That'll make it flip. And then we want it to turn around as well. We want it to change its velocity to a negative number so it moves to the left. Let's test that out. Just make sure it works so far. I'm going to call this Goomba. I don't know if I got there in time, but you can see that the stoat is now there and facing left. So it would have hit into that, and now it's got stuck there. So we need it to detect when it touches something on the left and go back right. So let's go and edit this. We change our if to an else if by clicking on that little cog, and this lets us check if something is true, or else if something else is true, do another decision. What do we want to check? We want to check if it's touching on the right side. Sorry, the left side. So if it's on the right, flips left, moves left. If it's touching on the left, it'll flip right. So that's scale X +1, and the velocity should be positive as well. You can use whatever velocities you want. Maybe you want it to move slow or really fast. Just check that that works. So there we go. We can see it's moving left and right. And it can even bump into us.